All right, beginning meeting Scrum today with men's lacrosse. Head coach Troy Moyer, Mike Edwards, and Ethan Points. Coach, the season is upon us. Have a couple of scrimmages coming up on Saturday. Kind of maybe talk us through the fall and the winter and kind of what the team mindset is here just a few days away.
Yeah, absolutely. So just super excited for the season to finally get here. Like you said, it's been a long road all the way through the fall. These guys working extremely hard in off-season practices. And it was a bit of a weird year for us. First year without all the COVID guys. So missing, probably about 18 total people from last year with the fifth years and the graduating seniors. Roster size a little bit smaller. So definitely a new age to this program. And these guys did a fantastic job with it, just kind of stepping up as leaders and making sure the practices were handled. And so now we're getting into the season. Big scrimmage this weekend against a familiar opponent in Colorado College, a little bit unfamiliar opponent in CU Boulder, the club program. And so just excited to get out and kind of put the pads on and hit somebody else. So
there you go. As seniors on the team, like Coach said, there's some names there that aren't there anymore. Kind of your turn to take over a little bit. Kind of give us a little bit of your mindset. What that's been like in the off season, and what kind of role do you think you can play this spring?
Yeah, it's been great. Obviously, losing some guys last year, but everything's all good. The Mavs are ready to go, and obviously our senior class, we've been kind of under them, but we're definitely ready to shine.
Yeah, it's been a really fun and interesting challenge, and those guys really set us up for success. We got to see great leadership while we were the young bucks on the team, and stepping into these roles of more leading on the team has been really seamless. And we got a good group of guys behind us. The younger guys are really buying into the way we do things in our program, and it's really just excitement for us.
Mike, question for you. You've been a big part of the face-off success over the years, but your partner in crime, if you will, no longer there. What's your role, kind of knowing you're the main guy now, and with some younger guys to back you up?
Yeah, definitely ready for it. Obviously, training under Dylan Checkets for all these years definitely trained me well, and we have some great guys coming up. Canyon Rhodes and Cam Casados, they're going to be ready to go as well.
Ethan, this team kind of always has had some brother connections. What's it like playing with your brother, and kind of how nice is it to not be the only group of those over the years?
Yeah, I think that's something really special that this program has, is having so many brothers on the team. And personally, I mean, I love it. I think it's beautiful. Just being able to share like the little things with my brother, like the highs and lows especially. It kind of gives you somebody to lean on, and I kind of feel like the brother attitude kind of extends out to everybody.
Now, for all you guys, starting out with the road trip that's a little bit longer than even usual, and you guys usually start the season with these longer road trips. Kind of explain some of those unique challenges you guys have had to address even now for how long you guys will be away from community opportunity field competing.
yeah, I think first and foremost, the biggest challenge is kind of on the academic side, making sure that these guys are communicating with their professors and the academic side of campus is aware. They've done a fantastic job, and from both sides, these guys communicating and academics really helping support them and recognizing that they're doing something great for the university while they're out on the road. In terms of lacrosse, we love playing in front of our fans, so it is tough to have such a long extended period of time away, but I think that's kind of the hallmark of our program. We're the road warriors. We're used to it at this point. It's nothing new. We'll just take it one trip at a time, get to come home and practice when we can, and then go on to the next one.
Then also with the new structure of the conference for you guys, how much do you talk about how you have that weird conference championship ×2 come the end of the year? How much do you guys talk about or think about that?
Yeah, I think I can't say that we discussed that particularly a whole lot. I know everybody kind of knows that it's there. It's definitely an interesting circumstance to be in this year. I think ultimately our end goal has always been our end goal. We want to win a national championship, and however we have to get there is how we have to get there. People have asked, you got this kind of easier pathway, and I don't think it's easier by any means. It's just a little bit more visible now is what I'd say. we still have to take care of business on our end. We still got to make sure that we're at the top at the end of the year, both within the RMAC division and then with that RMAC and Peach Belt game, win that one. And then we finally get an opportunity to kind of do what we want to do. But I think if we are honest with ourselves, we take care of business every game this season, we will be where we want to be anyway. And it wouldn't have mattered whether we had the AQ game. It's maybe a little bit of that safety blanket, but we don't really look at things that way. We just go and attack it one day at a time. And our expectation is that we win every game. So
high rankings, especially in the conference, are nothing new to this program, but being picked co-number one again, A, is there a target on your back, but B, a little bit of, hey, we should have been outright number one? Is that going to your thoughts at all?
Maybe I look at it a little different. The preseason rankings to me are kind of more of a reflection on what you were able to accomplish last year. And so, last year's team was great. This year's team still has to prove itself. And so it's great to be recognized from my perspective as number one, even if it's co-number one. But at the end of the day, it means very little. We still got to go out and take care of business every single day, the same way the other team that was ranked number one should have to go out and take care of business. And I don't know that specifically gives us a little bit of fire, but I think just the fact that we want to continue to show we are who we believe we are, that is enough to drive us each and every day.
This week, you have the scrimmages. Ultimately, they are kind of there for everyone to get better and see somebody new. But what else do you try to look out for from Saturday in particular for all of you guys?
I think from a coach's perspective, just being able to get on the road right away. We mentioned that we're on the road quite a bit, but it is just a day trip, a quick 5-hour drive over, 5-hour drive back. But there's still a little bit of that getting used to traveling that has to go into that. The travel roster will come out. Guys will get to see their name on a list. Guys have to be able to prepare, get used to being on the bus and going over the hill and making it all the way over to Colorado Springs. When we get there, we're on somebody else's campus, so there's really no time to kind of sit back and wonder what that will be like when it happens. We just kind of thrust ourselves right into it. It is a scrimmage, and so at the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily reflect on our end-of-the-year record, but there's still a lot of things that we want to see. We've been working hard against each other all year long, and especially in this spring season so far, and so being able to, like I said, suit up, hit somebody else, put some goals up on somebody else, and make sure that what we're doing isn't just a product of, we've seen the same guys every single day. I think that's important. And then at the end of the day, getting some playing time for everybody. You got guys that are out on the field and you want to make sure that they're following along and buying into the culture, buying into the game plan, buying into the X's and O's. They finally get a chance to go out and prove that they have been doing that and that they're ready to do it too. So
I'm really excited for these scrimmages to just build the confidence that we have for the season. We do have a lot of new guys stepping up into roles that are way bigger, frankly, than they were last year. And I believe in those guys. I think we're going to perform well, and I'm excited for those guys to gain the confidence they need to go into these bigger games that we're going to have pretty soon into our schedule.
Yeah, I think Ethan hit the nail on the head. I'm just excited to compete with all the guys, and yeah.
All right, question of the week. If you could but had to stay in one season, spring, summer, fall, winter, throughout the year, you can't deviate, which one would you choose and why?
I got to go with the spring. I really like when the leaves start growing back and everything comes out beautiful again. And we obviously get to play lacrosse, which, I enjoy. And, weather's great.
I definitely like the summer. Stayed out here in Grand Junction this summer. It was hot, but rather have the hot than the cold sometimes. So.
And I'll go with the different season as well. Obviously, I think spring would have been an easy answer. It's lacrosse season. It's great, but big snowboarder. So the winter time and getting to stay out on the hill and experience, nature and things of that sort. Love the winter as well.
Thanks, guys. Good luck this weekend and season.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
You guys are over here, man.
Wow.
Beautiful.
All right.
Told you, Mike.
That was